Hey everyone, Chris here, Commonbeats. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to Outer Space. Welcome if you are new here or whether you are already part of the family. Thank you so much. Now today we're going to be doing a review of a plugin called IRID. I was on the lookout for a Shimmer reverb because I don't really have one. There is a stock one in part of Live 11, but it wasn't quite what I was looking for, and so started digging around and came across this plugin. Loads of Reddit forums are saying don't just go for Valhalla Shimmer or Eventide Black Hole even have a look at this plugin. So I did. I tried the reverb and really enjoyed it, and reached out to the developer who gave me a free copy to review. And as always, I'm speaking honestly, I'm not getting paid. The link will be in the description, but it's not like an affiliate link, all those kind of things. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Amazing. So this is a typical drone or pad that I would use. In fact, it is part of my Atmos and effects collection on the left here, so do stay organized, people. But I think as beautiful it is, there's so much more that could be with it, and this is where IRID from Tritik really comes into its own. Listen to this. This is just one of the default presets called Lush Shimmer. I absolutely love it, and notice the modulation, but also the top end. It's not full of artifacts. It's not brittle, and I really like that about this shimmer. And that alone for me is just wicked. I'm like, yep, I'm in, I'll take that. But there is so much more. So we're gonna amazing. So as mentioned, we're going to look at some default presets. There are many of them, as you can see, both Tritik presets and designer presets, and who knows, maybe some of these, one day we'll see some little cheeky common presets, Commonbeats presets. I'll just park that there for you to think about. But the developer has done a great job of the promo videos and showing what this plugin does, so I'm not going to worry too much about the defaults. It's going to be more spending time on how it really affects kind of my sound design and the things that I'm doing. And in fact, you may have seen, if you were on the last stream that I did, a live stream where I produced beats, we made a beat called One Day, which ironically is out in a couple of days, and this features this plugin. The texture and the pad that I used, I put this on. This is how much I genuinely think this is a really good sound design tool. So let's have a look at some of these presets. So this is just the classic Lush Shimmer, but this freefall is ace. So listen to this. How sick's that? You can actually proper hear it fall. What a great, I can imagine this in sort of a mysterious sort of film piece, as it were, or an advert. I think it's really cool. Some other things that I really like, I like the flying notes. This is cool. You can hear all that top end. I really like that. One of the other ones that I really like is Walking on Air. It literally is a bed of air, if that is such a thing. I'm walking on it either way. It's really good. And one of the designer presets, this is so cool, a Bar Detune Looper. So again, some of these presets you may think, well, it's not really doing much. You've got to let them evolve. So this has a pre-delay of 1 bar, and so you have to wait for it to be able to catch up on itself, as it were, as it loops over the different bars. And it's so cool. Listen to it. Listen to that movement and that texture. Again, it just adds so much more life to the stock sound that we've got, the stock drone, as it were. I really love that. And some of them will be more out there, so like Nightmare on Ice, which sounds like a program on ITV. Other programs in the UK are available. Let's start that. So again, they've got this sort of the clashy chords, and that's the thing, you don't just have octave up and down, you can literally do so much in terms of that. So again, if you're doing Nightmare on Ice. You've nailed it. You've won. You're already there. But there's some others like that. Let me just have a look in terms of those things like Horror Tales. I mean, yeah, instant vibes in terms of if you want to create a scene like that. Enough about the presets. Let's look at how I'm going to use these things as part of my own sound design. So, example 2. So here we have 2 drones, and so we've got the vocal drone that I copied from the classic there and added this little drone in as well. So you can hear the difference there, and then together. And that's just as a little aside. I just encourage you not to use the same sample and then, or pad or whatever it is, and then yeah, put one left, put one right. We've all been there, right? But I encourage you to find sounds that complement one another, and then put one left, put one right. Obviously, I'm keeping these more central at the moment, just so you can hear the full spectrum of the sound, as it were. There we go. So we've brought up both instances of IRID, and I'm going to put them on. So this is vocal left, drone left. This is my preset, and all of a sudden you'll start to hear the tails and the delays and the little stutters as part of the pad. Yeah. I think it sounds really cool. And then we're going to add Krusty Ping Pong. I mean, if you're not going to leave a like for Krusty Ping Pong as a name, it's not mine. This is one of the default designer presets, but this is wicked as well. So as you can hear left and right now, both of them together add so much texture. That is a beautiful sound bed for any ambient beat. Unless you run out of it and it stops. Always loop your your pads. We'll go from the beginning again so you get the idea. So if I take these both out now, you'll see, so taking the my one out, taking this one out, makes an absolute huge difference. And so I don't know, let's just try a couple more of these little examples of being able to use both. Great, sorry, let's put that one back in as well. What else have I got? Common swell. I've got loads that I've been doing. I mean, listen to that top now. Oh, let's try and put that not the alien abduction. One bar detuned. I love this looper thing, so I reckon this is going to be sick with, like, as it starts to keep looping back on itself. Oh, mystery. Common metallic. so cool. I'll show you some of that stuff a little bit later on. If you want like a crazy drone, Common Dreams, it's quite cool. Yeah, baby. Common Chaos. Common Bit Crush, hey? Look at that, you can even do Bit Crusher sounds in this. It's so cool. Common Alter Lad, which you'll see. Nothing to do with Alter Boy. But anyway, that's enough of those. Let's get to example 3. A little beat that I've put together. Really simple, but again, hopefully highlights some of the ways that IRID can help you in your production as well. So, welcome to the worst transition that you've ever heard. Ever. Here we go. Man should have been a DJ. Love it. So again, really simple. I want to show you the different instances of IRID. Let's put one there. Put it there. That one there. I wish there was an easy way to do this in Ableton. If you do know of a way, let me know. Great. So let's start to work through, so you can hear. You've heard what it's like without. Absolute vibes. That's my common lo-fi. Effects. Box. Riser. I mean, the difference is mad. It comes alive. That's sick. And listen to this bit here. sounds like crickets. I don't know why there's nothing in there. But anyway, let's get on to the drums as well. So here we go. I thought, what if we put it on the snare? So I did. Can hear it just adds again those little bits of texture. I probably wouldn't put it as loud as this, like in terms of the dry and wet, but it's to give an example, and you get an idea then of, yeah, what it can do. Compared to, again, if we turn all this stuff off. You can hear it just, it's so centered, it's so mono, it just, I don't know, it just feels a bit lifeless. But as soon as I put these things back in, instant vibes. So there you have it. I think we'll move back over to the example one. So again, beautiful transitions as always. So this, yeah, that gives you an idea around IRID. I've got loads of instances on as well, and as you can see, my CPU is lower than it usually is because I'm on the M1 Mac. For some reason it hovers around 30% no matter what I do, but it's actually lower. So there you go. Maybe IRID Tritik have got, you know, something going on there where they know how to lower your CPU with loads of instances. It's a marketing thing there for you guys. Terms and conditions apply. But yeah, as mentioned, this pre-delay is fantastic. You can actually sync it as well, which is some of the stuff I've been doing with my presets, or put it in normal milliseconds. Size diffusion is normal. Feedback you can freeze as well, and yeah, so many options with the different octaves. Modulation, width, which actually the width, it really does add stereo imaging, and dry and wet, low cut, high cut, self-explanatory. So another thing as well is look out for this reverse. The reverse stuff is really good, and you can make some really interesting soundscapes with that. So yeah, so hopefully this has been helpful in terms of getting an idea of how it can work with pads, but also within a beat and even within percussion and things like that. It's definitely more than just the shimmer, which I intended to have because I just love that sort of bright shimmer. You know, the sort of, when you hear shimmer you think, oh, that's that sound. It does that really well, but so much more in terms of sound design stuff as well, and I've only just started to scratch the surface with that in my beginner stages as a producer, but also just that time with the plugin, as it were. But yeah, the link will be in the description. As mentioned, it's not an affiliate link, so go support these guys. Yeah, I'm excited to see what more I can do with it, and who knows, we maybe get those common designer presets. Imagine Commonbeats designer presets in here. I'd flipping love that. So yeah, I think we'll probably leave that there. So take care, God bless, love thy producer, and until next time, nice one.